Hey, what's up, guys? We're Sight After Dark, your new favorite band. Check out our latest music.
Running through the streets, eating edibles, I'm feet below the concrete, feeling so high.
And check us out reacting to Introverted Soul by MOHINI DEY. And this was suggested by our patron, Paul Fenwick. Shout out to you, Paul. And guys, you could be like Paul. Head on over to Patreon. Get in on all of our content, bonus content, and content decisions. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Wow.
Wow is right.
I got lost and I was like, it's over.
I think it's pretty safe to say that was wild.
That was so wild. It was so great. I was going through the comments. Apparently, many people came to this video because Rick Beato, if you guys don't know Rick Beato, he's a songwriter that has a YouTube channel. But Rick Beato interviewed Mohini Dey, who is an Indian bassist. And
I was going to ask who this was in the recording. Yeah, okay. She plays bass.
She plays bass, and she was doing the vocals that sounded like what the bass was doing. Yes, yes. So that's been stated in the comments as well. So he interviewed her, and she showed all her styles and stuff. And so many people came to this video because of the Rick Beato interview. But she sounds like an amazing bassist. I thought she was the guitarist at first, and I was like, she's doing that on guitar too. But she's the bassist. I think every instrument sounded really great here. I was a big fan of the guitar in the beginning. Same. And then the song kind of like dropped out and paused, and then it like changed and it became bass predominant. And then
it became big bass.
Yes.
It went from little bass to big bass. And I'm here for it. Yeah, no, I mean that was wild. It was like it felt like I mean this in a good way, but it sounded like it felt like the instruments were vomiting. Yeah. But I mean that in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It just
yeah.
Like I was just like just when you think it's over, it's just like oh god. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, when you feel better when you let it all out. That kind of vomit.
That's true. Yeah. It's a positive thing. I don't mean it to be gross, guys.
Yeah, that sounded great, and it sounded new. That's the other thing that I liked about it. It had a freshness to it, like the way she, whoever arranged the musical style here, the way it was changed up was a little bit different than the style that we've heard other musicians play that sounds just like this, like a Snarky Puppy, kind of has a standard version. And then we've also heard Gergo Borlai.
This felt a little more Zappa-ish to me.
Yes, a little, abstract. And we've also heard Senri. And they all kind of have this vibe, this kind of sound, this jazzy, kind of nuo jazz. I don't know how to mix it up with another word. But hers sounded the freshest.
Yeah, and it was just, I think the big thing for me was the different rhythms. How do I want to say this? The different rhythms that the instruments were doing at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that right, but like the drums would be doing something completely different than the bass, which is doing something completely different than the guitar.
Exactly.
And that is what makes you be like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you're being pulled in different directions, but in the same, under the same, like, blanket or whatever.
It almost feels like it's not in sync, but it is in sync. So I think that's really interesting. It just kind of makes your brain and your ear just kind of like perk up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I totally didn't expect this sound. When I looked at the cover, I don't know, I expected to hear something, I don't know.
I expected vocals for sure.
Yeah, but more something along the lines of, I don't know, Sade or something like that. I don't know why.
Definitely not. I mean, I don't know what, I thought she was going to be singing for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess now that I think about it, I don't really know why specifically, but I didn't think of any specific style of music. I just definitely thought there would be vocals. Mm-hmm. That's literally, but then it started from the first like two notes. We were like, this is not what we were expecting at all.
Right.
Which is always cool. I love it when that happens, when somebody can be surprised like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. So shout out. Yeah. Shout out to Mohini. Shout out to everyone on Patreon that voted for this. Shout out to all the patrons for helping to make these videos possible. We're S.A.D After Dark, and we'll see you soon.